Kraken got a new helmet. Let's talk about that. Let's get cracking. Good moto morning. Welcome to another episode of Kraken's Garage. On Kraken's Garage, we discuss all things on two wheels, do some gear reviews, which we're doing today, a couple of how-to videos, and pretty much anything to do with motorcycles. So I hope you enjoy this episode. I first want to apologize to my viewers. I haven't been producing any content. It has been blistering hot, and my mindset has just not been, gee, happy and get in front of the camera in a 100-degree garage while I've been healing up. So we'll get back to making videos here in the very near future, starting with this one today. So thanks for hanging in with me. First off, I want to say this video is not a review. I have 0 miles ridden with this helmet. This helmet, what we're talking about here, is the Scorpion EXO-R1 Air. And we'll talk about some of the features and benefits and why I chose it, and the price point at what it's at. I think it's an exceptional value, and we have some controversy with some people that have done reviews on this. Moto Tigress did one. Actually, the first review I saw was Rhino411, who I gave a shout out on this channel, and I also gave Moto Tigress a shout out. They both deserve it. They're doing killer work with their reviews and things that they're doing, but they love this helmet. And this is a different variation of, this is the exact same one that Rhino has. Moto Tigress has the carbon fiber variant. Let's get into it. It has a multi-layered shell on it. It combines fiberglass, aramid, and polyresin fibers, which minimize weight while maximizing strength and impact dispersal. Never heard of that multi-layered. Apparently it's done very well, enough for MotoGP racers to use this very helmet. Aero-tuned shell, sculptured, helps reduce aerodynamic drag, improve balance, and maximize mobility. Advanced multi-layer EPS provides superior energy absorption and channels for increased air flow, and we'll show you that in just a bit. Aero-tuned ventilation requires a ram air intake system, 4-port exhaust spoiler system, and EPS channels for an optimal flow-through effect. I've taken this whole helmet apart, and the ventilation system is so well thought out, and I'll share with you why here in just a minute. They have optically superior 2D max vision, their own copyright variants for their face shields, which is pin lock ready, anti-scratch coated, and offers 95% UVA and UVB protection. I should note that I have an added one on. I ordered a purple face shield, and normally I go with blue. I wanted to try something different. This one came in more like a rose, so I'm kind of thumbs down on the color. That one's got to go. But it does come with a clear face shield. It requires no tools to remove. You hit a switch on the side and it pops right up. Go to the other side, pops right off, and you're off and rolling. And like I said, it is pin lock ready. What's also nice is it comes with a windshield bag, which I really appreciate. For those of us that swap windshields on the go, it really is nice having a bag to carry it in your gear bag when you're getting on down the road. It also came with a smoke shield as well. I'm very grateful for that. And for bonus points, it came with a pin lock as well. Now folks, just the smoke shield and the pin lock is like putting an extra $100 bill in your wallet. It's about what it costs for most helmets to buy another face shield and a pin lock on top of it, if not more than $100. So this is fully kitted out, right out of the box. 2 thumbs up to Scorpion on that. They also provide a premium helmet bag to carry your helmet in. Now it may sound silly, I thought I would never use these when I first got into motorcycling, but if you do any flying rides to buy a bike, say I want to fly up to Connecticut and buy a bike and ride it back home to Virginia, just pop my helmet right in here and take the airplane. My helmet doesn't take a beating in transit to go pick up that bike. So I have used these in the past. They've been very helpful for me. We talked about the quick release on the face shields. I'm not really going to demonstrate that. There's plenty of other reviews out there to show you. Again, I'll link down below Code Gray did a negative review on this helmet that you might want to see. Moto Tigress gave a positive review that you may want to see. I'll link that one down below. And Rhino 411 gave a very positive review on this helmet. Actually, Rhino is the one that sold me on this helmet. I appreciate those two hard work getting that information out there to the public. It has a removable liner that's washable. And what makes this helmet most unusual, it has a bladder system in the cheeks with a, hopefully you can see it, with a ball here that you push to inflate, and then you've got a button to release the air. So you can custom fit the cheek welds on the helmet to fit your exact head. That's a really brilliant take the solution historically for a Rye, Shoei, AGV is pull the cheek pads out, order a thinner or thicker set, and put them in, and you're going to be out another $50 to make that happen. So I think that's a really slick design. And I should also note that they also have a thinner cheek pad set in the event this is too thick right out of the box, even with the bladder deflated. You have the emergency pull tabs here. In the event you have an accident and you're knocked out, the EMTs can roll up and just yank these out. Again, this is one piece here, and be able to pull the helmet off your head to hopefully minimize the injury to your neck that you possibly sustained in the event of an off on the bike. Pretty much industry standard now. If your helmet doesn't have one of these, you probably need a new helmet. It has integrated speaker pockets for those of us that are rocking a Cena and that type of thing like I am to do my moto vlogging on. And we'll take a look at that in just a second when I tear the helmet down. It also has an integrated breath deflector that I want to show you. And what's really slick about this particular design is it allows you to change the direction of the air from more on your chin to more on the face shield of the helmet for anti-fogging, which is kind of slick. You have this anti-fog device right here that kind of funnels the air downward in a way, which helps out tremendously on fogging up the windshield, or lack thereof, I should say. Right here, you have a button that allows you to slide it up or down, and what that does is either opens up the vents to vent up on the face shield, or it closes it off to vent more into your chin area. What makes a helmet quiet? And this one has been rated as being very quiet. Basically, it's this design right here on the bottom, the chin curtain and this neck roll around here. Basically, you get a sealed off element inside your helmet that keeps air from going up inside there. If you don't have a snug fit all the way around here and also your chin guard, that's where most of your air noise comes from. The rest comes from vents and things of this nature, GoPro cameras for that matter. All of that creates wind noise, so what I'm looking for in a helmet is pretty much a bare surface with one vent for the crest of my head, and this one fits the bill nicely. The class on this is just your standard double D ring. It is noted that these are made out of titanium, if that's important to somebody. Now, there's so many different magnetic ones and ones that are quick release. I don't know why they reinvent the mousetrap. The double D ring holds better than all the others, bar none. This is the best type of device you can use to secure the helmet on your head, bar none. This helmet is DOT certified, and it's also ECE approved as well, and comes with a 5-year warranty. Where's the helmet made? Like all products I review, I talk about country of origin. This helmet right here is made in Qingdao, China. Now, their main production facility boasts a state-of-the-art 810,000 square foot campus staffed by as many as 500 skilled technicians, each dedicated to crafting the world's best protective headgear. Now, even though the helmet is produced in China, it's a subsidiary, Scorpion is, if Google Fu is on point, is a subsidiary of Korea's Kiddo Sports, Scorpion Sports Incorporated. The USA division of it was established in 2003, dedicated to offering high-quality, innovative motorcycle helmets and apparel at an incredible value. Because Scorpion owns and operates their own factories, they can market their Scorpion EXO products at competitive prices. That statement I agree with. All right, how much does the helmet weigh? It weighs 1,626 grams according to my scale, which equates to 3 pounds, 9.4 ounces. So a fairly light helmet. If you go with the carbon like Moto Tigress did, I believe it sneaks just underneath the 3-pound range, which is super light. Nice tight fit, well put together, will maintain its shape. I've had many of these, the stitching come apart over the years. This seems to be very well made. Like I said, it's all one piece. And there's your inner liner with only 2 snaps, and then this tucks in. You also have partial vent control up here as well to help prevent the vent, your face shield from fogging. Now here, you can see the 2 vent holes right there and there, and see how it's channeled. That allows that air to pass right over the top of your head and allows excellent cooling properties. And the exhaust part, where it diffuses it, comes right out of this back end right here. I believe some of it also comes out back here as well. So you basically have 4 exhaust ports to help keep that air moving nicely. Well done. Now regarding the bladders, you can see the light-colored area here is the actual bladder, and you can see it primarily covers that area. This button right here is to release the air out of it, and it exhales accordingly. Really a nice design there. So far, I'm digging it. I like it. Now, as with any helmet, they have a born-on date sticker on the inside once you pull away all the foam and everything. The born-on date of this one was Christmas Day 2019. Quality control pass, made in China. So there it is. That is the definitive answer to where it's made. I think companies should not be so evasive and hide where their products are made. I'm not saying Scorpion is hiding that this helmet is made in China, but they're not exactly touting it either. Good quality products are coming out of China, as well as a lot of cheap stuff. And why Americans have a bad taste in their mouth, I can't speak for the rest of the world about Chinese products, is most of our stores are filled with the very inexpensive Chinese products, and they're crap and they fall apart. You bought cheap, you got cheap. This is a quality product made from China, much like many cell phones and things of that nature. And here you can see that vent I was talking about redirects the air coming from the up here. Now I'm going to set this one up for my moto vlogging, and so I'll keep all the vents closed to try and sacrifice my airflow to try and get a quieter environment for my videos. Okay, there is channels on both sides for the earpieces of your glasses, so 2 thumbs up there, well thought out on the interior side of the helmet, which makes a super slick environment for getting your earpieces back in and direct the earpieces to hook over your ears. So in typical fashion, when I order my helmets, I always seem to order the wild and the colors that scream, look at me. It's not because I want everybody to look at me. It isn't. I wear bright colored stuff regarding my gear so people won't hit me. Why people wear flat black on everything and right at nighttime, you have a death wish. So think about that. If you got to wear something with bright colors, why not have some fun? This particular design is of a MotoGP racer by the name of Alvaro Bautista. He's a Spanish MotoGP champion starting in the 125cc class, much like Valentino Rossi did in Italy, and he had great success and did really good things with his career. The particular finish of this helmet, believe it or not, the entire paint scheme is all metal flake, and I'll throw some pictures up above to show you, kind of a zoom in effect. It's a very small metal flake, and this is a limited edition. As usual, I think I've mentioned to you guys and gals many times that I'm cheap. I watched this helmet when it came out. I wanted it. I wait till just when they start going on closeout. I was able to buy this helmet for about $343 delivered, and they only made 400 of these. This is number 350. If somebody's a collector, when I retire this helmet, I'll try to sell it on Fleabay like I always do. But nevertheless, I think it's a good looking helmet. We'll talk about the reviews that people have given briefly, and I'll wrap up this video. Of course, Moto Tigress gave one, and she has had some seat time with it and loves it, and she pointed out her negative comments about the helmet, which were very minimal. I don't really have any, but I don't have any seat time with it, in my defense, and maybe I'll do a follow-up video when I get back to riding here in another 6 weeks or so. Rhino 411, my man wears this right out of the box. He states right out of the box, no break-in period. He was off putting it on riding it and never had an issue the moment he put it on. And he uses it as his weekly helmet when he's racing the circuit. Then you have Code Gray, who got one for a Christmas gift. He did a long-term review and he talked about some of the good features, but the deal breaker for him is he said it was too many hot spots on his head, and about an hour later it was going to be annoying to wear and that type of thing. I wore this helmet around the house like a dork for a couple of hours, and I didn't experience any pinching on my scalp or hot spots on my head, which is what you should do when you're shopping for a new helmet. Even if it involves wearing the helmet around the store, what you're checking for is those very hot spots that Code Gray is talking about. Now, everybody's head is different, so that's subjective, which is what I told him. So I'm still open-minded that this helmet is going to work just fine. Time will tell, and if it doesn't, I will most certainly do a follow-up video on it as well. Like I've been trying to do in every video, I'll give a quick shout out. Today's shout out goes to Harley Girl. She has 68 videos out. She has 386 subs. She's rocking a 2021 Harley-Davidson Road Glide Special. This young lady is doing just a great job. Her fellowship, the way she reaches out to people is absolutely amazing. She does quality rides with other women. She discusses controversial issues like women bikers versus men bikers, you know, her thoughts about her new comm system on her helmet. She provides, I think, a really good perspective from a pretty much male-dominated sport, if that makes sense. So she does a really good job. I hope you go by and check out her channel. And if I'll show some video of her up here as well as a screenshot, and also down below I'll have her listed to her YouTube channel and also to her Instagram. Stop by and say hello. Please tell her Kraken sent you. And with that, there's my ghost dog telling me to wrap it up here in Kraken's Haunted Garage. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give it a thumbs down. If you want to see more in the future, hit that subscribe button right down there in the corner. And remember, folks, go riding. It's good for you, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Getting a lot of back popping on this bike lately.